So, did you go through my constitutional video series and you didn't quite find a constitution that fits with you? Maybe some aspects of it resonated, but the full picture didn't quite resonate. There could be a reason for that, and that reason is called a phenotype. And I'm going to explain what phenotypes are, but first, my name is Stacey, and I'm a Heilkunst practitioner and creator of the Express Your Truth 8-Step Emotional Empowerment Program. And I just completed a series on Heilkunst Constitutions. So if you want to watch that series before you start the phenotype series, I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. Also, you can check it out here. And so today I'm going to start talking about phenotypes. So phenotypes are a personality type in the same way that constitutions are a personality type. But the difference is constitutions are your way of being in a state of health, whereas phenotypes are actually a disease state that we go into when we've experienced shocks and traumas in our life. And so, what will happen is we will shift out of our genotype or our constitution and shift into a phenotype. So it actually sort of shifts our personality, and we will have different personality traits because of that phenotype. Now, we won't resonate with a phenotype as fully as we would with a constitution because it isn't our way of being in a state of health. It's not really who we are. And so it's very rare that I'll see someone who's shifted completely into a phenotype. I have seen it, but it is rare. You will sort of see shades of it that kind of cover the genotype, so you can't fully see the constitution and its full expression. You have these this disease state, this disease personality that sort of blocks my being able to fully see the constitution. And so constitutions, there's 6 constitutions, and there's also 6 phenotypes. And so when we go through life and we've had shocks and traumas, we shift into these phenotypes as kind of a way of protecting ourselves. But like I said, it's a disease state. It's not who we are in a state of health. And so when we've had things like years of maybe victimization or abuse, or we've had years of biting our tongue and keeping the peace, or we've been given the message that we're not good enough, or we've had a significant amount of loss in our life. All of these things can shift us into a phenotype. And so I'll just quickly go over the 6 phenotypes, and then I'm going to start a series exploring them more deeply. So we have staphysagria, which is all about victimization, suppressed resentment, anger, and then we have napmir, which is all about abandonment, loss, grief, betrayal. We have lachesis, which is all about feeling not good enough, guilt, shame, jealousy. We have sepia, and sepia is a remedy I use a lot. It's a female remedy, a hormonal remedy, much in the same way that pulsatilla was a remedy I would use a lot for hormonal balancing. And so the sepia picture I use it a lot with mothers, is kind of that picture of the overworked housewife and just feeling overwhelmed, having to take care of everything on their own. And then I have Arsenicum and Nux. And Arsenicum and Nux are 2 really big phenotypes as well. There's a lot of control issues with Nux and Arsenicum. And so they like things just so. Very particular about things. But the big difference between Arsenicum and Nux is that Nux is more impatient and Arsenicum is going to be more fearful. So I'm going to be exploring all 6 of these in my phenotype series that I'm going to be starting next week. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and you'll get a notification when I put those videos out. And if you like this video, please comment. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next week. I'm going to be starting with staphysagria.